I've been sleeping forever. Okay. Oh. People seem to be busy.
First I've seen something.
Safe.
If you ever see one of those,
The campus is safe now from, it's now safe to hunt again on campus. I'll be announcing that today during the main speech. We've studied up on the infection enough that we can tune the barrier so that we can now assure that anything that comes in. There's still wolves being outside of it.
I haven't seen anyone from my squad.
What's wrong?
Oh, nothing's wrong. I was taking.
Oh, okay. You were like pointing. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I was taking care of something. I had like an itch thing behind me.
I
Yeah. By the way, good morning.
Good morning, the best buddy.
Oh, well, you can't really reach my head, can you?
Sure you can.
Just barely. Just barely, kind of.
You just gotta help her and bend down. Can you reach her?
Just step a little closer.
Okay, you might have to step a little closer. Yeah, you might have to.
Okay, there we go. Just barely.
And then you go, right? That's what you gotta do, right? Every time. Or you leave it open. All right, sorry. Continue. Don't mind me.
Tickle war you want?
No tickle war. No tickle war. Truce. It was just jokes. It was just a joke, Specca.
There's things to worry about than tickles right now.
How are you doing?
Good to see you.
What the? Good to see you as well.
What? Hello.
Is he yelling?
What? Am I yelling?
No. Oh.
Oh.
You just have a very charismatically
messing
high
with you.
voice.
Yeah.
So,
Oh,
what
hi.
have you been up to?
Nothing. I am not happy or jovial or excited or anything.
Oh, okay. Is there anything I could do to help you with that?
I'm pretty sure he's just being sarcastic.
Oh. I haven't learned that much into sarcasm.
There's an example.
Oh.
It was dripping.
Dripping wet?
Yes.
He's oozing with sarcasm.
Ew.
Oh. Oh.
Are you
Maybe you
there?
should go see a doctor.
I'm gonna leave you three to it. It was good to see you.
If there's
Have
leakage,
you
you know.
seen Have you seen Vivina?
I've not seen Vivina.
Victor?
Mm-mm.
Hmm.
I've seen Specca, but that's about it.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll keep looking.
Mm.
Well,
Very well.
good luck, you three.
Very well.
Where? It's my morning routine. Every time to say hello, I see blonde hair, and then they're running away from me. Morning. Good morning.
One.
That's all I get.
Good morning.
Good talk. See you in class. Well, if nobody's seen Vivina, then that means she has to be back at the dorms. Most likely.
They're a squad mate.
Good morning.
Yellow. I'm gonna put slight pressure on it.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, all.
Right there. Okay.
And
There's pumpkins everywhere.
last
Along
one,
the top there.
but not least.
Oh, bop, bop.
What about on your fingers?
Good morning.
Don't know how much I'll be able to hear.
Okay.
I forgot how to smile. Give me a second. Give me a second.
You just smile.
Just smile.
Hi.
Keep on smiling. Keep on
Oh, I
smiling.
see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Oh, keep on.
Are you okay? You're like tiptoeing on your right leg and stuff. I don't know. Never mind. I think you're just tiptoeing. Just
Maybe
tiptoe.
she just has tight calves.
No,
You know,
she's
just
like the
just need
tiptoe.
to get some strips.
It's fine. You do you. What? I see
Listen,
nothing.
man, calf stretches are really good for you.
I'm not seeing.
Helps you stay limber.
I'm not seeing legs. Okay, you didn't know. Okay, how's your goat? What do you mean follow me? I was just asking how. I was just asking how the goat was, not take me to the goat. I'm going to the goat.
People who visited the nurses' wing. Half of them have been self.
Maybe it's just like one of those dreams.
Oh.
Looks like it's doing
You
well.
got a new one?
You. I have already met 2.0.
Come inside my pen.
Wait, what? No.
Hey.
You you put it in a no, not when you put it that way.
What do I
Come on. Headbutt me one more time.
Okay.
I'm watching you.
I didn't do anything.
No, you didn't.
Keep on bashing at me.
I'm my angry face. I'm my angry face.
Yeah, you're angry, all right.
We're
No,
cool,
you're
man.
fine. You're fine.
Everything's fine.
You better
So
watch
shut
out.
up.
He's just You know what? Never mind. Can you help him?
I'm okay.
Can
What's out for what?
Can you help him?
He said he's alright.
Your
He said
goat
he's
just
alright.
He is not all right. Trust me.
Alright, well maybe, Baffle, you didn't put yourself in the facility where you can get me. We wouldn't have this fucking problem now, would we? Die!
I mean, he might need to go to the infirmary. Like, ouchie.
Told you time and time again not to do that.
I don't know, maybe
Oh, no, you didn't.
the new one wouldn't hurt me so much.
No, you didn't.
Oh,
Oh, no,
I'm,
you
I'm I figured, you know, I could make friends, you know, bury a hatchet. All that kind of stuff.
What is that? You want to kill my goat?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I would never. I would never.
Leave the pen.
It doesn't look like.
Take the spectator seat. Take the spectator seat.
Looks like she kicked you out of her pen. It's rough.
You never come inside again. Unless I tell you to.
How you guys doing? Ah,
It's been so long.
bring it in. It has been a day, yes. Bring it in.
Those guys.
What's up?
It's Ian.
Who, him?
I have a promise.
About what?
Cheesy bacon.
Oh, Ryder. Did he tackle you?
No, I said I'd wait. For you.
Oh,
Is
Right.
this where you're trying to go?
let's get
You
it
don't
over
even
with.
remember the things that you make me promise
it's
you for?
been a
What the
while.
heck?
You'll get it eventually.
It's been a day.
You guys want to observe?
Oh, which lie am I observing now?
No, you're fine.
An
You're about
attack?
to get mauled.
Class hasn't started yet. You're
Yeah.
Alright, I'll observe from the
Follow
sidelines.
her.
Okay.
You're right.
Don't look.
Oof, she's changing.
Hmm.
You know, you could, at least warn us
What? Oh, what?
when you're changing.
Why would I change out here? Anyway, I'm gonna go around that side, so you can walk from that direction. Bye.
She... You know, I think
Let's go.
she believes her own lies. I think it's her reality. It's not lying, because it's her reality. Where are we going?
We can't do the ones here. We can't do the ones here.
The ones in the field.
Ryder. I've got a present for you.
Yeah, that's on you, buddy. Have a good one.
Ryder, go.
Don't leave me here, please!
You didn't notice it? You didn't notice it?
Ryder, if you don't take it, I will. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3,
What's
4.
Turn off your damn phone.
You will unhand the cheesy bacon or prepare for Ryder fist. Whoa, what? You might damage it.
I made
Wait,
it
I
for
don't
you.
wanna. Wait, you made it for me? Well, don't mind me. I'm just gonna.
I knew it. I told you you'd have my hand myself.
Fucking gross. I can't. I can't. That's gross.
What's gross?
Yeah,
Like,
boys.
outfit that
Boys are gross. Boys are super gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at one.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I am.
I'll patch it up tomorrow.
My new friend.
I'm going this way.
Oh, you're fired that well? Remember we were talking about it.
Oh, that one hurt. Wait a second. Okay. I'm okay. I'm fine. You're good looking, man. Okay.
Google the iPhone kill them. Being on the surface kills them.
Probably the better.
Obviously, I did.
I'm not too
Wait,
sure.
does it do
I think it's probably the first
really
Victor's
think
night I've
we're
actually
gonna
had
go
here.
and eat them. However, I do have some good news. If you've read the bulletin board, the campus is now safe to hunt on.
I'm sorry, I had to run
Good.
away.
Find any
That was just too much for me.
Feel free to eat.
Me and Ryder.
Do you need a napkin?
No, he literally licked my
Sorry,
hand
what was
clean. I wiped it off on him.
Oh.
That's a
I think
totally
we're
different
gonna
That's
go-
actually
situation.
disgusting.
I bet that he would tackle her, but he didn't.
We made a bet.
That we're running into.
How much? $1?
We
$2.
When it comes to the myths that were experimenting with weaponized lycanthropy,
Oh, right.
checked on the ones
Oh,
that
okay.
Willow has captured
Alright.
and on, and
High rollers over here.
so that we can detect them coming in and out, and
I'll pay
we
back.
scanned and made sure everything on the campus is safe. So as of right now, unless
Be
that
careful.
alarm were to go off several
Don't do
times,
what my
everything
sister
on
did.
campus is
Ah!
okie dokie.
You're supposed to
Sitting
be
idle.
You know, I can't help but
That's still there as well, because the Lycan could still attack at any moment. This is particularly the campus.
She ruined it on
She had a
purpose.
clam in her hand.
We all saw
Perhaps
that.
we need to reword that bulletin to be more specific.
hip measurements might be a bit weird.
But I'll be clarifying again.
I think she's
during
secretly
today's
like you.
announcements, if I remember.
Well, don't say that right when she's walking by.
Who, Bev?
Maybe she skipped like leg day or something.
We are similar. Where'd you go?
Oh, hey, Lady Silver.
If I could
Not
look
that
at you
similar,
with more
though.
disapproval than I do
Oh, there
now,
she
I
is.
would attempt to, but I cannot. I am incapable of
I just stubbed my
approving
toe.
any more than
That
I do
hurt.
At this very moment.
Look.
Oh, good grief.
On that rock.
If you're
Be
staying,
careful.
take so
Ooh,
much my
shit.
down by now.
Shit's everywhere, man.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
Look,
I'm teasing you, Ryder.
We don't have anything strenuous
You are a
today,
young
right?
gentleman, I expect
'Cause
you to
yes.
I'm still not.
It has been a while since we've had anything tough,
It was a good
so I
start.
would expect the worst.
Now,
Thank God. No, not thank God.
just
What?
be careful when you go fisting your friends.
Wait, what?
Okay, ma'am.
God is dead.
Seriously. Come on.
What?
Wait, who died?
Perhaps we go to battle today. Prepare yourself.
Just be
Yeah.
careful.
Oh, no, not yet.
Roger that.
Yeah.
A fist
I
fight
will
was the
be
most
ready.
equal thing that we could do together. Instead of
I
okay, Sean
need to
today, beast stuff.
Huh?
Just a little bit.
Professor.
Don't get Shawnee.
You're right.
No, I'm not. Did you not hear?
No. You said thank God, and then
I love them.
our professor said something weird after that.
Yes. Very weird.
Is that what you're...
Yes. I'm a little
See, I
shocked.
tend to just ignore some people. Mostly you, but
My time has come.
sometimes it leaks.
I wonder if I can get it to work
Fair
on
enough.
Harvey.
Fair enough. Everybody seems to be in high enough spirits today.
Halloween approaches, after all. Our favorite holiday. We don't even have to dress up.
Huh. Funny. I could dress up as a vampire. I make a really shitty one though.
Yes, and you're dressed up as a ghoul. Or a rock star who's fallen out of grace and is looking for an opportunity to return to the spotlight. You pull it off pretty well.
That one cut deep. That one cut deep. I'm going to class.
I'm gonna start heading in it.
What? I wasn't the last one here.
That makes you the last one.
We had a triad as a headmaster. I don't think we ever got a season. That triad.
Whoa.
Not exactly, but I did enchant the ground they're growing on.
Knocked over one of the candles.
Show me your moves.
It's common during the autumn, after all. The winter, though. I'm
No,
sure
not
will be
that.
dead,
I was just
unfortunately.
saying something.
Your moves were great.
Thanks. I thought my moves were pretty good too.
I thought they were one.
Well, don't worry. I thought your moves were pretty cool as well.
Mm-hmm. You're only saying that because other people said my moves were cool now.
Oh.
No one's saying that.
Okay. Today is a very special day for me. Yes.
And what makes it
Why is
special,
it
Ren?
special?
Well, sir, I'm glad you asked.
Who's breathing?
I'm suddenly
I've
not glad I
decided-
asked.
You good, Smacker?
Oh.
Continue, though.
I call
Not
this
very
day
reassuring, but
the first day of autumn, Rider Day.
It's not even the first day of
man.
autumn.
Surprise me every time we wake up. Damn it.
Because, I don't really have a day dedicated to myself, so I thought I would just give it a
There's no
shot. And,
chandelier.
I usually call that a birthday, but sorry to hear that. I don't
Ryder, today is your day, and we're gonna make it the best goddamn day that
Actually,
you've
I didn't
ever
really
had.
consider that possibility. What? Were you created or born on?
Or something?
Do you have a birthday?
Probably.
well,
Happy
yeah, I
birthday,
have a
Ryder! I got
birthday.
you an apple.
Oh.
Then that would be a day
You know,
dedicated to you, I
but-
believe.
Going on today, right?
All right, I get it.
No.
All right.
It was common knowledge.
Never mind.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you all slept well, now that the air is getting a bit chillier, now that autumn has rolled around. As you can see, we've also grown some pumpkins around the campus to give us some more of a festive feeling. Maybe once Spirit Week starts, we can get to carving those pumpkins, but that is not here nor there. And today we're going to be learning about something near and dear to both me and Willow, and that'd be the Fae. Steel is currently in the Art and Veil wing, studying up just to make sure he gets everything right for you today. In the meantime, I'm sure some of you saw the bulletin. The campus is now safe again to hunt creatures on for those in here that are meat eaters. So you don't have to rely on the cattle that we've provided for you. We have attuned the barrier so now that it can detect any infected creatures coming in. Thankfully to Willow and Vaughn, who have been checking in on the infected squirrels that we caught. Thank you for your service, Vaughn. And also, we finally have need for the dungeon again. It is now open. We've repaired everything that was damaged down there from the, the rambunctious ones we've had in there before. There was a nearby town that was being terrorized by a hypno crab, and I do recommend that none of you students rattle its cage. It's currently sedated with puffins until we figure out what to do with it. I would recommend not waking that up, or it will attack you with auditorial magic. Yes, Barthol?
Where is this crab so we can avoid it?
It might be better if I don't tell you, but the door right beside the rules, which makes sense, correct, is the door onto the dungeon right down there.
Got it.
The rules are behind you. When you're exiting, it's the opposite of the merit board. We are also taking care of a Komodo dragon down there. The Cross-Allied Forces recently saved one from a caravan that was attacked by orcs. So be careful not to put your arms inside the cage, or else it might eat you instead of the meat that we've been providing it. But other than that, I believe that is it for today. We could head to the Art and Veil wing for this lecture hall. Yes, Rin?
Can I eat it?
I don't know if I recommend It's more likely to
Seafood.
put it that way.
Then I can eat it.
You cannot.
It's not very polite to call it an it, but okay.
No, I thought that'd be a quick.
How about this, Bryn? Give it a shot. Feel free to. We have Silver. We've resupplied the medical stuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, so looks like we're good to go again.
Find your way to my office, and I will try my best to put you back together.
Do elves grow back limbs, by the way? Don't know if elves can grow back limbs. Okay, cool. I didn't know elves can grow back limbs, so I think you'll be fine. But anyway, I think we are ready to start class today. Everyone, you are now dismissed. In 5 minutes, we'll meet you at the end of the Art and Veil wing. That is where we'll be learning about Fate today with Professor Steele. Willow was not able to attend today, so that is why we're in that wing with Steele today. I'll see you in 5 minutes.
Ooh.
Thank you, Headmaster.
Specca, are you alright? Why are you acting so fidgety?
I'm fine.
This is Specca. She's always fidgety.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sure
Yep.
about that?
Yeah.
Sure about
Mhm.
it? I won't have to ask you.
Why
again
are you-
to get a real answer.
What the hell's wrong with this teacher?
I'm equally as concerned, and it is that noticeable.
Also, I think he's messing with her. I don't think he's being serious.
Vaughn messing with somebody?
Hmm.
That's out of character.
I sit. Yes, we kill for him in return for missions. That's what my job was as a.
Let him kill.
dog
Let him
before
kill.
then.
I gotta peek.
Oh, I know.
What am I doing?
I know what you have to do. I know. I know. I had to piece it together, but I figured it out.
Break my other teeth. Stop.
Wait, how are you doing it? Never mind.
What? Excuse me?
Fruits of headmaster's labor.
That thing I saw.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Saw. Gotta put an accent on it. Got to do your best British accent, do you know? Wait, no, we already established you have a shitty British accent.
No.
I'm so confused.
We'll be going there by Friday, and we'll be updating.
We're lining up our squad down here.
Oh yeah.
He's not gonna shoot me.
Lining up our squad.
True. We could or get rid of it
Hey,
entirely.
squad, what's up?
Oh, if
Hey,
you were
I
coming
hate
up,
this
that would be
already.
helpful.
Hello?
Either one.
Hello.
Yes,
Hey, Ryder.
This has always been my
No, not
team.
Huh?
What's up, buddy?
Yeah,
You seem distracted.
She's in.
She
I'm just
She's
still
right
thinking
here.
about that dream.
I see.
All right.
You're fine.
Is there enough books? It looks like it.
Ryder's missing one.
There's one
I'll give you
here.
an apple shit.
Wait. No, I think we have a...
A boogle.
Well, if you want
A
to be
buggle.
You're a boogle.
What a weird insult.
This one.
Yeah, you guys got here first, so you guys deserve to sit wherever you guys want.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, you got it.
Looks like I'm not gonna be able to see today. Just gonna let you know he's staring at us. You know, that's something,
Yes,
right?
doesn't he cut right into your soul?
Alright, y'all
That's
shut up
something.
now.
See?
That's the cue.
Now then, today we will be going over the intricacies. Is that laughter? Today we'll be going over the intricacies of the Feywild and the creatures therein. While there are a myriad in this tapestry of glamour and glitz that you might see within the Feywild, we shall focus upon 2 creatures this day, and perhaps touch on a few others, as may be appropriate. Now, please open your books to the first page. The first creature that we will be discussing is the Boggle. As you will go into more and more detail as you read the book, I shall provide you with the practical experience. Now, the Boggle is a subset of creature known as Brownie, and generally speaking, they are going to be the small humanoid type creatures that you might see in fairy tales. These types of creatures, make no mistake, my illustrious students, they are unpredictable by their very nature, chaos infused into their very essence, and as such, one might not ever know what a true feeling a fey creature might have, whether it will keep its word, but there are some consistencies to these creatures. First, we should go over the Boggle. Now, the Boggle is a short, gnomish-like creature with, generally speaking, large ears and a strange nose. It possesses advanced senses, able to hear like any sort of canine might, and able to smell with the spectrum like that of bovine or swine. Its ability to detect its enemies and its prey are something to be noticed. And keep that in mind should you ever find yourself to face one. Another very peculiar attribute of this creature is its ability to, how to put this, to sweat a viscous liquid all throughout its body. This boggle oil, as it is oftentimes referred to, possesses a myriad of illustrious qualities. First and foremost, it is fireproof, and oftentimes it is used in many of the potions that one might encounter. Now, the boggle itself is able to use this boggle oil in a myriad of ways to create oil slicks and to also reverse its own viscosity, causing it to be able to climb up walls, hold on to ceilings, or create web-like traps for its prey and to escape predators. But although all those things might seem fantastical, it is truly its final ability and the most iconic of its type that we will be focusing on. And that is its ability to travel dimensions. For you see, if you'll look over, any such threshold that can complete a frame, whether it be a square, a circle, or an archway, as long as it is a complete frame. A boggle's magic can infuse itself within the ethereal realm and cause a portal to appear, mostly only for a few seconds. Make no mistake, a creature of this nature can escape in a moment's notice and can attack in a moment more. Why, if it wasn't for its rather, shall we say, mischievous nature and lack of focus, a boggle would be quite an effective assassin. Thankfully, they are not. Now, the boggle has many different traits that it associates with itself. Its skin color, even its very diet, is oftentimes a result of its upbringing and happenstance within the Feywild. Should you ever see one within the ethereal plane, or our own material plane, you should know that these creatures often, they react strangely. They may react towards a fear that you see. They may themselves hide themselves away. Very few have attempted to ever speak to mortal kind, preferring instead to take the things that you possess. The shinier the better. Now, as you can see in additional detail, boggles are known for their elasticity. The very fabric of their body is like that of rubber, a younger one being quite bouncy, and an older boggle being lean and static, I suppose. Now, you might ask yourself, what should we do should we ever face such a creature? Well, as will most likely result, the creature will evade you. Its ability to harm you is only if you are incredibly inept and allow itself a free shot at you. Keep up your guard and the boggle will be more likely to flee. But if you suspect that one is in the area, keep close watch over your possessions, as it is more likely to successfully steal from you than to kill you. But like all Fae, they are vulnerable to cold iron weapons. Now, who here can tell me what cold iron is? Anybody? Yes. Small blue thing.
Iron that is cold.
You might think so, but not quite. Cold iron, as it is referred to, is very cold. Yes, but that is not what makes its property so different. You see, iron that has been appropriately aximized is infused with the essence of law, and therefore is transferred into cold iron. This particular substance, possessing the ability to take the chaotic essence and energies of such creatures together and to force them to be cut. Normally, you see, if you tried to attack a Fey creature, its natural defenses are simply arranged in such a way that its vital areas constantly shift and move. Its body a strange, aberrant display of what is and is not. The axamite within the cold iron causes such a creature to succumb to standardized wounds. However, the weaker Fey, like the boggle, can fall to any sort of weaponry. They are not strong enough, as it were, to enforce their essence in such a way. Now, the boggle might seem a pretty basic enemy, perhaps not even an enemy at all. But that will change when you turn your pages to that of the red cap. Page 5, everyone. Now, listen well to me, students. There are few creatures that you will face with the intent to kill you quite as pure and unreasonable as a red cap. They themselves are a bit of a tragic story. This goes without kind of beyond my knowledge, but I will tell you this much. The red cap must kill, and to dip its cap in the blood of the recently slain. For if they do not, they will disappear. It is how they eat. It is how that they live. But unlike certain other individualistic creatures that require blood for sustenance, the red cap is cursed with an enforced to kill. For only the slaying of life can sustain its own.
Excuse me.
So keep that in mind. Now, a red cap will seem like a harmless gnome with a fanciful red cap, and many of you perhaps have even seen drawings or festive decorations considering a small creature with a red hat, yes? Do not ever trust a creature that you see in this manner. For the cleverest of them attack from ambush. Their subtlety lacking. They are not a quiet creature, but they attack at a moment's notice. What you may think to be a simple, small, perhaps innocent person could very well come tromping at you in ironclad boots and strike. So keep a close watch. However, whenever a red cap disappears, it leaves behind a very prized possession. Tooth, as it were. This particular tooth, oftentimes used in all manner of medicines, is quite valuable. So if you ever do encounter a red cap and you wish to put its killing days to an end, simply capture it and wait 3 days. And after 3 days, the creature will starve itself to death and will disappear, leaving behind for you a fanciful token. Now, this may seem cruel, but you must understand that these creatures have no choice to do what they do. To get them to stop killing and live would be equivalent as those of human to not to breathe. You could do it, but you would die. Some things in this world are absolute. And perhaps if the Sealy Kings decided to make it different, but that is beyond the power of any of us. Now then, those are the two main topics, but there are many, many more that you should keep in mind. Specifically, there are leshies, plant-like creatures. They are the types of beings that you may encounter which will seem more like trees than they would of actual people. And then, of course, for those of you that are of the male persuasion, I suppose any rather, should keep a close watch for any of the hag-born. These beings will seek you out specifically and will appear as, well, anything that you love. How does one spot a hag, you might wonder? It is a difficult process, but there is one way. A hag is denoted by its aversion towards fresh water. Offer a hag a fresh cup of non-salted water, and it will try everything it can to politely refuse. And that will be your first sign. Amongst the fae, there are also the nymphs, beings of exquisite beauty and overwhelming supernatural grace. Be careful should you deal with a nymph, however. They are just as fickle as the world they come from, and there is no such thing as love in the Feywild. Only glamour. Now, I suppose the final touch that we should address is what exactly is glamour. Glamour itself is the power that the Fae use. One might say that it is the unfiltered truth that the Feywild speaks of life's reasonable and not completely understandable fact. This creature hunts this creature. This creature loves that creature. This creature is that. The glamour is actually a misperception of those that live within the mortal realm's ability to understand this complete truth. And that is why glamours are so easily used in illusion, recognizable in phantasms, and all sorts of applications of villainy. And I suppose, in a strange manner, it is also happiness. The Feywild is a difficult place to understand, and there's a reason why madness lurks just behind the veil. For those that try to comprehend something as a truth that is so terrible yet so beautiful well, we have lost many people through its wiles. Are there any questions? Yes.
Does cold iron work very similarly to silver and lycanthropes? Is it just a touch, or is it only for bladed weapons?
Well, you see, the difference there is that the silver application is more of an allergic reaction, causing one's natural defenses to shut down. Whereas cold iron's application is more of a direct supernatural interference with the essence. I suppose one might say that if you cut a Fey with a cold iron weapon, you are cutting its very soul, in addition to its body.
I see.
Yes, Orange Head.
For the red caps, it says here, it makes you seen more favorably by other Fae. Why would they see you favorably if you have a token of one of their own dead?
And thus we enter the strange wiles of the Fae. Why would they? Did you not just kill one of their kin? I do not have an answer for you. All that I know is that such strange contradictions exist aplenty in the Feywild. For example, lying within the Feywild is impossible because you are already not believed. You are always lost within the Feywild, but you are exactly where you need to be. My brief, thankfully, stint into that realm was enough that I touched the mere surface of it, and I shot away very quickly. That is simply the way that it is with the Feywild. Contradiction is their truth. Their currency also tends to change nearly every cycle. When I did my stint in the Feywild, it was based off hugs and their power. I have no idea as what it might be now. Acorns, perhaps. In either case. Anyone else? Yes.
My apologies if I missed it, but did you mention what the effects were of the cold iron weapon on a non-Fey?
It stabs.
Does it
It is
affect
still a
them
weapon.
in the same way as a Fey? I believe you said it was more harmful to their soul in a way.
It's especially.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy.
Or it was a
Matrix.
boggle. He was
That was a good
talking about
question.
them just now.
Matrix.
Matrix.
It's a fey trick.
Evidently, I shouldn't
Of
have
course it
asked
is.
the question.
No. Well, you are
Let's go,
kind of
Lalo.
talking about
Oh,
how
no.
to
I don't think
Sorry.
that's
kill the Fae might not be the greatest idea.
No, that's never happened before.
Well, I can try to answer that
Is he dead?
question. Basically, as he was saying, cold iron is just any other weapon to anyone except for the Fae. Think of it like cutting through butter if it's a Fae, but it'd be like trying to chop a tree down for anyone else.
Got it.
Just cuts right through 'em.
So,
Yes, Gavin?
They speak about cold iron on bladed weapons. What if it was made blunt? Does it still affect? Or
It would definitely crush much easier. It would but it would be better for a bladed weapon.
Understood.
If you're going to use crushing,
So-
it's almost going to have the same effect if you think about it. Yes, Arbor?
I am not as familiar with cold iron. Is this a iron alloy or a mineral deposit?
To my knowledge, it doesn't actually originate from this plane. It came from somewhere else, and there's a limited amount within the ground. It is normally found quite deep. We believe it came from meteorites, to my knowledge.
So it's a mineral.
And not only that, but there's a very specific way of forging it, that if you heat it up a little too much, it just becomes normal iron. Hence the word cold. It loses its effectiveness once heated up. It is an extremely delicate process, and most that work with it, and as I'm sure some of you are apprentices of Bargus, will go over that with you eventually, but most of you that work with it would destroy many atolls before you actually successfully forge something. It is not an easy material to work with. Let's see. Are there any more questions that I might be able to assist with? For example, he did not mention that red caps are something that they spawn out of blood of those that have been killed and or fell within the wilds. If there's a pool of blood nearby, be careful, for inside of a bush at any moment could be a red cap. But they also, I believe, tend to breed. They are asexual creatures, if I believe the book mentions that. They actually develop a hump on their back, and over time, eventually, that hump will fall off and become a red cap. But for a red cap to live for that long is it's quite rare. Could you imagine having to slay something constantly to maintain your existence to live? Hell, I believe the oldest red cap that's ever recorded was nearing 150. Could you imagine having to slay and dip your cap in the blood of a slain enemy every 3 days for 150 years straight without fail? Quite unimaginable, in my opinion.
In a high kill count at best.
Sounds boring.
Don't you kind of leap at everything when we fight it?
How would you consider fun?
What would I consider fun?
Cheesy bacon, probably.
Cheesy bacon. Listen, I'm kind of troubled with something, so asking me that question right now is not the best.
Yeah, that's the
Did you get sucked into the Fey world again?
Goddamn teleportation, get it shooting off again, that's it! Had enough!
I believe I've
Fire
been answering your
I'm
question.
shooting myself!
Rin, would you like me or Steel to answer that question? What do you have for us?
To release my bladder.
She wants to go to the bathroom.
What the fuck?
Alright, go take a piss.
What?
Not right here.
Headmaster.
Don't release it here.
I was lost in space and time again.
It happens. Happens to
You
the best.
both is. Repeat your question.
The headmaster ended up answering.
Oh, he did.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I explained to them. However, there was one that it's even escaped me. It's Gavin's question was about if
Which one's Gavin?
That's the tall ass one with the red hair.
Oh yes, long strawberry. Go ahead.
My question, sir, was if cold steel was made into a blunt instrument rather than a sharp, if it would still have effects against the Fae or
Let me ask you
creatures that are.
something, boy. If I punched you in the face with a piece of iron rather than stabbing you, would it hurt?
Yes, sir.
Well, then you just answered your own question. Good job, long strawberry.
Congratulations.
Hell, I like you. Let's get a patch of you all round up in a row. We'll make a dance troupe.
Okay.
Apologies, I'm a bit livid. Absolutely livid. Anyone else? Yes, smart one.
You were speaking about. You said something about the Sealy Kings. What are those?
Ah, yes. Once again, we're going back into the strangeness of the Fae, so try your best to follow me. Understand that I know how precarious and twisting this pattern is, but from my understanding, there are two ruling dichotomous bodies within the Feywild. There are the Seelie and the Unseelie. Now, scholars have went back and forth as to what those represent, but from my recollection, they represent moon and sun, night and day, negative and positive. They are the, shall we say, the voluptuous cycle that causes the Feywild to go through its phases of life and death, even though it is referred to as the plane of life. But apparently, every so often, I wish I could give you a consistent schedule, but that's not really possible when everybody is chaotic and unpunctual and annoying. But as far as I can tell you, essentially, it separates into two different pieces. When there is a Seelie King, he rules in the Summer Court. That is, of course, until it switches to the Autumn Court. And then, when the end of the Autumn Court comes, the Unseelie King reigns supreme, and he rules over the frost of winter and into the spring. Now, their rulership is not a traditional monarchy. How can I put this? Headmaster, if I may borrow you for a moment.
Sure.
Similar to how the headmaster and I are colleagues, but he is my superior. Now, imagine if he is my superior because he is both my mother and brother. That is how the monarchy in the Feywild works.
I did not give birth to him, by the way.
Thanks, Mom. Anyway, let's move ahead. Now.
What?
Oh, God.
I don't see what's so funny.
I just wanted to make
Did I
it
make
clear.
a joke?
You did.
My head is all a
I
shambles.
thought you did.
It is.
Well then,
Guess his mommy loves him.
shut up! Moving on. That is the best answer that I have for that at this time. Oh, there is one more thing. As these strange monarchies comport themselves, there are 2 points of breaking. I guess you could call them the dawn and the dusk. It is an ancient fable that has been written about and repeated several times. But essentially, there is always a battle within the Feywild, in which one side defeats the other, where the dark, ravenous beast is defeated by the plucky hero. Now, the strange thing about the oddity of the Feywild is that this hero, as it is called, is never one of the Fey, but one of the mortal kind. And in preparation and the prevention of the destruction of their world, Fey will, from time to time, steal the young and child from our own world. Raise them up as heroic warriors within their own realms. This is why many of their kind are hated, especially in the rural communities, closer to the wilds of nature. Any other questions? All right, then. Do you have anything, Headmaster?
No, I believe that about covers it. Everyone is you're dismissed for the rest of today. We have all the books in the library in case you'd like to study up further. Once placements are done, like I said, there will be squad-based tests.
Excellent. Y'all fuck off now.
Y'all fuck off now.
Bye, Professor. Didn't give up candy this time.
Lovely as always.
Why'd you keep your book
Fuck is
open?
eating. Chew with your mouth closed.
That's really more talking
Steal
about.
any of these tomes, or I will have you washing the floor with your bare hands.
Wait, one
But I'm
person
not a
is blindly
bear,
eating
and I
into
know
the
it's
rest of the
disgusting.
Bears don't have hands.
Bad paws. You have to say bad paws.
Okay.
They bear arms.
Yes, this is sir.
Who did it talk
Professor Steele.
Wow.
I don't know much about the thing.
What in the hell?
Are you sure?
You having trouble there? You dropped your apple.
Sounds pretty confusing.
Professor?
Oh, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Careful with
I was
that.
wondering if you had a moment, now that class has ended, to chat in your office.
Yeah, of course.
Help with it?
Oh, yes.
I'll put the books away.
Very well, let us away to my office then. Yes, yes,
pretty much.
I could.
That's
I
the
just need
thing.
to check.
Yeah, I just need to say outside where the grass grows.
Damn,
You okay?
teleportation. Where the hell is my office?
I think it's this way. Professor?
Up here?
Yep, up the, yep. Through the doors. Mm-hmm. To the left. To this way.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute.
Nope.
Oh, this way.
That way. We do not want to go down to the dungeon.
No.
Yep. But
Damn phantasmal portcullises. I keep telling them, complete the portals. They don't listen. They just leave it up to a bunch of fucking amateurs. Oh, yes. Here we are.
what are you drinking?
It's, my own personal brew. It's, yeah.
Oh.
What can I do for you?
This seems a little weird and kind of messed up, but I'm kind of in a weird spot and I don't really have anybody to ask, so. And then all the teachers, I think you're not gonna bullshit me, so I figured you're my best shot.
Correct.
Okay. Everybody here is special, unique, right? They all can do something. They all,
I am contractually obligated to agree with that statement.
I understand what you're saying. They can do things I can't do. Okay?
Yes.
You see, I wasn't allowed to use magic.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how.
I see.
So everybody here has some sort of something, but I don't. I mean, whatever. I am what I am, thus making me hard to kill, I guess. That's a plus. But I just need pointed in the right direction, and I was hoping maybe you would know.
I see. Well then, if you wish to learn magic, we need to decide exactly what kind of magic it is that you are capable of. Your nature would obviously lean you more towards the thaumaturgic path, but that is not necessarily the case. An interesting prospect.
I know.
Very well.
You'll help me?
One moment, let me see. Of course I will. I just need another one of these.
Wait, now?
All right. I'm clear as a bell. All right. Well then.
Oh no, I'm kind of regretting my
If
decision.
we're going to get you magicked up, then we need to understand what you are capable of. Yes. Let me see here.
I don't really know much.
This isn't my book. Okay. Ah, yes, here we are. Very good. Put that away. Good use. Now, well, let us away outside. Let's get started.
Now?
No, of course. Nothing like the present. Do you have something else to do?
I guess I don't really.
Don't worry, I'm not going to throw too much at you. But the first thing we need to decide is exactly where your mana is compromised in, where it is focused. Once we find that out, then I can prepare a lesson plan more appropriate.
See?
It's a simple test.
Okay, what do you need to know?
We need to go outside. Get this glass right here. All right,
Okay.
follow me. Hello, students. Make way. Why are they all so scared of me?
Because you're yelling at them, maybe, Professor?
I just want to make sure they hear me.
They could definitely hear you.
Oh, well.
Oh, good to go. Go.
Go ahead.
I don't trust touching this again. Take me to the dorms.
The dorms?
That's
Sure.
the yellow one.
That's this one.
Yes.
Yep.
Which one?
This
one of that?
Oh. Right here.
Oh, it's this one. Oh, very well.
Oh, there's that.
Oh, no.
Now then, there are 4 different ways in which mana can manifest within oneself. Now, we need to determine where your mana resides. Whether it is from an outward force, as it is with priests and clerics, or whether it is from the natural world that seeps up within of you. Whether it comes from your very blood, or from the arcane words that echo in the aeonic representations of the mechanics of our world. And the way that we determine this is with a simple glass of water. There you are.
What does water
Go
have
and
to do
fill
with
it
it?
up from the water. I will explain. Go and fill it up from the water over there.
Okay, alright. Okay.
Now then. All you must do, hold the glass within front of you. Both hands.
Right.
And focus. Clear your mind. Forget the world around you, even myself. Follow only my voice. And focus upon the water. Think of that which most frightens you. For in fear is when your instincts will activate. And then the water will react. If it leaves the glass, then that means it is in your blood. If it shifts within the glass, then that means that you are a natural user. If it bubbles, that means that you hold the power of word. And if the water is still and freezes, then that means something else gives you your mana. Focus now.
Right here, like just focus. That's it.
Yes. Focus. You may not get it the first time. But let's try.
Alright. I guess we could try. I can't do this.
You've only just started. Clear your mind. Think not of failure. Think only of one thought. The water will react. Concentrate. Is there anything that you like to do? Your favorite thing? What is it?
I like to drink.
All right.
I like to play guitar.
Well, in that case, play guitar. Well, we have no guitar, but here you are. Have a little taste.
Okay. I mean, if you insist.
Now stop and look directly at the water. As you swallow it, it moves.
Because I moved? What?
Not quite yet. What else do you enjoy?
I don't know. I don't have anything, Professor.
Well, the first step before we can begin your training in magic is you must make the water react. Your mind is fractured. Magic requires focus, understanding of oneself. Without it, I believe even the simplest of cantrips would be difficult for you, but fear not. You have it within you. You're not like me. It's natural within you. Else you would not be here. Don't be afraid of failing the test, because it's not one that you can fail. Just focus on the water. And it will move. One way or the other. Take it with you. If you do not complete it today, that is fine. But every morning, look at it. Think on it. Every night before you go to rest, think on it. Magic doesn't just come. It has to be summoned. You have to be worthy of it. There's more in you than I think even you understand. Don't be afraid to go there.
Okay.
All right, now. That should be enough for now. I don't want to overwhelm you. Remember, when you wake up and before you go to bed, the water will show you the way. Who knows? We may even discover your element afterwards, should you have one. It all depends on the test to come. And I shall be there to guide you. Fear not.
Thank you, Professor.
You are welcome. All right. Go on now. I'm going to stare out over the water listfully.
You do it well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Why is she taking the long way? Do you always take the long way?
Gives you time to think.
I guess so. A little bit more scenic, I guess.
Ugh, what the fuck?
Bells?
What the fuck was
oh, the docks. That's the docks. Something's at the docks. Hello. Pickwick. 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 Look. It's you.
How am I over there when I'm here?
Magic. It's Magic Academy. Ship is in the bay. Who's here? Oh, is it that? No, not that guy. If it's that guy.
Come on, hurry! Get in! Get in! No! Oh, I can't hold it forever! Get in!
It's different for everyone, I think.
Come on!
It's a fucking thing.
Go, quickly!
Hmm. Alright, let's get out of here. Wait. Now that everybody's here.
Thanks, man.
Well, you'd be surprised. People are dumb here, and people attack sometimes. Good morning.
Hi,
Good
guys.
morning.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
Hi.
Hi. Guys having fun? Yeah?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay. Victor would love this place.
I'm gonna go throw around sword with my left hand for a bit. See if I don't drop it.
Fair.
Victor.
Like, I haven't been.
What?
Good luck.
Goodbye.
Have fun.
What's
I
up?
dude, I found your next apartment.
You're taking me to the dungeon, aren't you?
Look. It's even got a vacancy.
No, you failed to realize this is for you. Remember?
What do you mean, remember?
Oh, you know, Steel enforcing this whole...
Listen, I got that handled, okay? He's helping me with something else. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm still free, aren't I? Not locked up. Just saying. Just saying.
You're not wrong.
Now, why is there a
We'll
crystal
see.
in the thing spinning? I mean, okay, but okay. Shh.
Go check in there, then, orange one. I think the name was Gypsy.
No, it bit me.
I see. Oh, are you going in there? Are you adventurous to go check?
On my hand.
So,
You're not locked in there. He's getting out.
Take me out of the forge! I'm burning! Take me out of the forge!
Anyway.
I'm burning! I'm burning! Take me out of the forge!
It is open now.
I'm burning!
Someone's burning. What is going on?
I'm burning!
Be careful. There's some rats in here and bones we can capture. That is chromatic glass. It is used for prisoners with magic. No.
Fucking
We're doing rats, not hunting.
Alright.
You can't give me CPR if you don't know.
That's the thing that they said not to do. Also, that means.
The fuck you doing? I gotta be honest, I didn't see where you went, so I assumed you went to the.
And you
Offices?
somehow just stumbled into the dungeon, huh? Fancy meeting you
Well,
here.
I first checked. Well, I went into the offices and I remembered you said that, oh, it's Victor's room. I'm like, oh, you're absolutely gonna make a joke about it being somewhere dark and dusty, so.
Oh, you just automatically assumed that was gonna be the joke, huh?
Yeah. Was I wrong?
What?
There's a door.
Wait, what?
Hi. Oh, it looks like they came in the way you're supposed to. Don't tell the headmaster about the back entrance, like I told you.
Wait, back entrance?
Yes, it's a secret. I loosened up the grate and you can slide out to come out near the docks. Downstairs. No, that is a dungeon. That is not downstairs. Downstairs is over here.
That's the hypnocard not to touch. So.
But like I said, students, if you want to grab the rats, and we will use the leather at the docks.
I know what you're thinking, man. Don't do it.
And over here, this is going to be my trusty steed.
What? What am I thinking?
I can ride that all day. Yes.
You're thinking about going down
I will
there.
ride it in the Dwarven Underground, and I will be king.
No.
Yeah, good luck with
Not
that.
really.
But I will gather you all
Not
back
really.
down near the docks so we can start learning how to turn the bones into glue.
Huh.
I will meet you there shortly. Are you scared of heights?
I'm gonna head out.
Whoa.
Oh.
You know, my demonic eyes see more than you think.
The bones?
Your demonic eye
This is a dungeon.
sees all, huh?
Go in there.
Well,
Maybe me sometimes, if the headmaster can't be pooped on his desk again.
Listen. I just don't want anything bad happening to you, man. That's all.
Alright, well, you've all
there's so
gathered
many
your
people
leather,
in
we
this
can
cramped
head
hallway.
back to the docks. You can go
Yeah.
the correct way or the naughty way.
Watch where you're
And
going.
thank you. Right. Appreciate
Watch where
it.
you're standing.
Yes, I'm going this way.
The waterway.
Alright, then we will meet you. I don't mind the back.
You're not supposed to look at it.
Zach, turn your eyes away now.
You're not supposed to look at it.
We're getting out of here.
Are you okay?
What the fuck is that?
What are you doing? Don't look at it! Stop!
Oh. Well, I'm looking at whatever he's doing.
Yeah, just, I don't know what he's doing. Just don't look at it. Stop! What are you doing? Just go! Go! You're gonna look at it.
I'm looking at him.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, bust a hip. Break a leg. Snap off an. Oh god.
Hey, if I happen to change all of a sudden, just know that the change is, Just know that it's something I want the future to be.
Hey, you never see the dwarf anywhere, do you?
No, I didn't see the dwarf.
I understand. Hey,
Wait a minute, I did see the dwarf. I did see the dwarf. Good luck. Let's see. This way.
Oh, couldn't think of what else to say, and you just gave a
Hi.
little 1-2.
Sure.
Hi.
We'll go with that.
Yeah, I mean,
hi.
Using your fists over your words. Good stuff.
Yes, that's absolutely it. Mhm.
Cute. Oops.
You okay? You think?
Hi!
Hello? Are you okay?
I hear you.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm saying hi because you guys were sad I didn't say hi. Oh. Hi.
Hi.
Not this again. What are you doing?
Hi. I'm in the library.
I see that. You just came here to read.
I'm getting my mixtape. I'm taking my mixtape.
Getting your mixtape? Fuck yeah, man. Get that mixtape. On your SoundCloud? SoundCloud? Oh, shit. You know, I'm bored. I want to do something crazy, but I can't.
Me too.
Because there's nothing crazy to do. Burned down the library?
Correctly, it's... Well, I believe it's changing one's form.
I guess that's one way to get Mel kicked out.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's messed up. You don't hate her that much, do you?
Joe! It was a Joe! No, I don't hate anyone. Oh, gosh.
That's good. You guys get along?
Oh, yeah. I think so.
You think so? I don't know, you've been getting people's faces lately. Like, pretty much everybody.
To me?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Have you seen Dungeon?
Yeah, it was just there. Interesting.
Haven't seen. Take me.
Fine, let's go. Choo choo. To the dungeon. To the dungeon. To the dungeon. The dungeon. To the dungeon. Bum bum ba-dum bum. This away, my dear. Wait. There you are. Meh. Don't look into its eyes, just look at its shell. See? Yeah, right? That's what I did. At least somebody understands. Crab is fucked.
Crab is dead. Why is there beds in a dungeon?
Why not?
What is that for? What is
You know?
this for?
It's a haste. So if there's a third person, they don't get a bed, they get the hay. And if they're chained up too, you know, they get a little haystack, you know?
Why would they be chained up?
Why not? Oh.
What is that?
It's a lizard.
Hi. Hi.
Or like a Komodo dragon or some shit. That's what it looks like.
What's that mean? Looks like the Fibonacci sequence from above. Different spiral, a spiral, a spiral. What is that for?
They're in all in some of the lights. They're in the blue lights.
How fun are they married? Chain me up.
But yeah. That's this over here.
It's alright. Hi. It's alright.
Hello, rat. I'm not gonna kill the rat.
No, why would you kill me?
I did. Because you can.
Okay, are you ready? Hi, my name is Rat. Hi, my name is Rat. My name is Rat with a tail like a sprat. You will kill me on a hut and I don't really wanna die. No, thank you.
This way. Opposite daisy. Well, I guess that's it. That's all she wrote. What?
Sit down.
Sit down.
Welcome to my office. Anybody here to interrogate you? Do you steal the cookie from the cookie jar?
Yeah, I got fucked up.
Okay, cool. Have a good day.
Oh, okay. Alright. Do you want me to close the door on my way out? Yeah, okay. Alright. Have fun. Alright. I didn't lock it. You're fine. It was funny. No?
I don't like being locked up.
Well, nobody likes getting locked up. It was jokes. Come on. Just jokes.
I'm telling everyone you locked me up in a cell.
No.
You left me to starve.
In the words of one of my friends, it's just a
I
prank,
hadn't
bro.
eaten.
Just a prank,
I
bro.
hadn't eaten
Okay.
in 5 minutes. I was starving. I hadn't eaten in 5 minutes. Starving.
Get in the goddamn portal. You're getting it. Nice job.
Sure, it's not
Mess with the
big.
crab because the little crab will bless you. Don't mess with the really crab because the crab takes a poo on the loop when you think that you would eat stew. I don't know.
I got more
what
important.
I'm saying, but okay, bye. Okay, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Okay. Good night. Sleep well.
Good night.
Good night. Silly girl. Viv? No, but there's some mischievous shit. Oh, and she's in spider form. Why is everybody at the border? What the hell is going on? A little powwow? Picnic?
That is my dragon. I'm gonna ride that dragon. It's gonna be mine.
That ain't you. We killed a lot to take it. And we's got the other one. You ain't got no right.
This dragon, the dragon in the dungeon, this is mine. We will ride
kill
that
every
son
one
of a
of these
bitch.
so get in there.
You can't touch this. You can't get in here.
Bandits coming this way, and I ain't gonna let every one of you leave.
Now,
Hey,
please,
I
I'll
have
just
a wait.
talk
How
you,
about this?
Raskin.
I have what you want.
Where's the
I have what you
headmaster?
want. Ha! Pocket sand.
Jeez.
Ah, you stupid, smelly green bitch.
You look. Or I'll be slaughtering those run to you all short little rich.
Hey, fuck me.
Stray York. Trying to get in.
She went through the... Oh, you stabbed her right in the chest.
Augusta.
Fuck off. Get back now.
I wasn't here.
Remind me never to piss her off.
I'm going to bed. I didn't want to see. I didn't want to see this. See how that one goes. Straight up committed murder. I mean, she just killed a man for no reason. I get he's an orc. I get he's upset. I get it. But you don't shove a sword into the goddamn guy's stomach. Let's see if the person's dead. I'll act like I didn't see anything. Nope. Dead body. Hey. Is the dude dead?
Yeah. Augusta skewered it, and then ran off. She even spit at Gypsy.
Skewered it. You mean a living thing? Yeah. A sentient life.
The orc. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Read, write. Probably has children.
Yes, but probably dangerous to all of us.
I mean, I don't go skewering the local drunk, angry tavern person, you know?
That was an orc, Chipz. One of the roving
Yeah.
clans in the mountains.
Outside.
It would have killed you on sight.
Outside of the barrier.
Yes, but he could have escaped and told the others.
What? Told him what?
Where this place is.
Then what are they gonna do? Be on with their sticks? So you're telling me he had
There
to
are
die?
orc shamans.
You were telling me he had to die. You're saying that was 100% justified.
It was a solution. Did he have to? No.
Yes. Okay.
Take it up with Augusta then, Chip. I didn't touch him. That barbarian of a woman did. And the dwarf took the blame, surprisingly.
You don't have an issue with killing, right?
Yes, and it's infuriating.
I mean, a multitude of things could have happened.
Sometimes...
Teacher could have gotten... They grab a professor because somebody pissed in the pond, but they don't grab a professor and just kill the man. Come on! I think these people are more crazy
Alright.
than maybe the vampires I grew up with, is actually where I'm going with this.
Alright, I agree with you.
Okay.
There are various things better than killing the orc.
Yes.
But it happened.
Yeah. Guess headmaster's taking care of it now. Are there still students over there? Looks like a majority of them cleared out.
Several, yeah.
Yeah. Guess it's in the teacher's hands at this point.
None of our concern, Chipz.
Have you gotten a demerit yet, Victor?
I had one, but I got rid of it.
Mm-hmm. Do you believe all demerits are created equal?
No. Depends on the person giving them.
Well. Anyways. I could have gone without seeing that. To be fair. Right, well, I'm gonna go to bed.
Don't lose sleep over it. Try not to. You've seen worse. Don't forget it.
I thought the people here were different, though. Good night. Ah.